everyone, it's Dickson. So I'm just gonna go live. We're gonna give it a second to make sure people pop on and I can see the comments. See here, there you go. Okay, perfect. So it's going live. Where are the comments? So if you're here and you're catching it live, make sure you say hello. Let me know where you're from. And if you're catching the replay, make sure you write replay. Let me know you're there. And make sure if you have any questions during the live, feel free to post it as well. So I'm just going to give it 1 second, make sure I can see myself live, that it's working. Yeah, okay, good. So I see someone's jumping on, yay, and I can see, let me see if the comments are showing up here. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, I don't see it live on the screen, but I see it on, oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, so I see it on my phone. Okay. Okay, we're good. So, hi everyone. I'm Ann Dickson, and I'm an Epicure senior leader. And today I'm going to talk to you about the Epicure Opportunity and tell you a bit about my background and how I got started at Epicure. And if you have any questions along the way, make sure you just shout. Let me know your questions, and or also the person who invited you, they can also help answer questions as well. So I have been with Epicure since I was just actually looking this up recently, May 2019. Okay, yeah, I can see comments. I see a few people. So, yeah, Crystal, Tina, and Tina's tagging people. Thank you. So, I've been with Epicure since May 2019. And when I started Epicure, I actually started as a kidnapper. I just wanted the discount, to be honest, because I was like, I don't want to pay retail when I can pay a discount on this. And I had honestly had never tried Epicure. I purchased the food, I purchased the kit with like no idea what was, I just knew it was a better value. So I remember I got this nice phone call from a woman named Linda Brown, who is now my senior director, and she wanted to talk to me about the business. And I was like, I just want the food. So she was really nice. But then as soon as I tried the food, and then I realized everyone liked it. My family liked it. I liked it. We made fajitas. They were super easy to make. It was something you could make in like 20 minutes. And I was really impressed at how fast I could make everything. I was like, oh, I should actually look at this and look at the business kit and maybe look at the opportunity here and see what I signed up for. So I looked at this, and I remember I actually went back to the box that I threw on the ground, looked at the business kit, looked at everything in it, and actually read some of the documents that come with it. Like there's a document here. Let me see here. Now it's actually in online, like the new consultant workbook, and then there's also things like the compensation plan. And I realized we were opening up in the U.S. as well. So now, obviously, as you know, if you're watching this, we are in the U.S. and Canada. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is an amazing opportunity because most of my network and friends who actually had a lot of contacts in the U.S. So I started actually working the business and introduced Epicure to my American network, and I became a leader within the 6 months with the Epicure Fast Start period. So, and it's been an amazing opportunity since I've been doing that. I've actually been working. Oh yeah, Tina says I didn't even try anything either. I just signed up. Tina, that's great. Yeah, me too. So I was like, I'm sure it's great. If I don't like it, it's not a big deal because it's food. Like you can just eat it. So I so what was I saying? So I introduced it to the U.S. network and became a leader really quickly. And Epicure has been an amazing opportunity ever since. And one interesting thing about last year with Epicure is that um, everyone was at everyone's been at home for almost a year now. Hi, Emily. We've all been at home eating. Like I don't go anywhere. Like today, I went to the pharmacy, and that was my exciting adventure that for like the past like few months. Like I haven't gone anywhere, so it's a great time because everyone's at home eating, and then you're getting in a food rut, right? Where like you're like eating the same meals over and over again. You're like, oh man, I'm eating like tacos or I don't know, whatever you're eating, like same things, right? So it's nice to have some variety. So there's so much. So Epicure has been such a great help with me personally because I need to I need to change up my food. So I've loved it for that reason. So that's one of the reasons. Tina says it's a win-win. Join if you don't want to work it, you just eat it. Yeah, yeah, exactly, right? So I honestly think it's such a great opportunity because you get the food. So now I lost my train of thought because I was talking about how good the food is. So, and again, if you have any questions, just pop them into the chat. So, for me, I pretty much work Epicure as my full time gig, as long with keeping children alive during the pandemic. I have a 4 and 6 year old. But the great thing about the pandemic, well, not the great thing about the pandemic, but the only good thing about the pandemic with Epicure is I've been able to work this business around them, and I wouldn't have that flexibility with other opportunities because I the kids they were in school, and then they weren't in school, and then they had March break last year, and then March break just kept going because I'm in Toronto, Ontario. And then it was June, and my kids were like, "Hey, is March break over?" And I'm like, "No, no, it's not over. Like, we're still gonna keep going." And then we had online. They went back to in person, and then we did online. So it's been a lot of back and forth, right? So I Oh, sorry. Jessica says, can we check on approvals in the group? Yes, there's a few admins. So if anyone's admin that's watching, just sorry, an aside, go hit approve. I actually can't hit it while I'm in the live, but I'm screwing everything up. So I've been really thankful for Epicure because it's been really flexible for me that I can work it around the kids, right? Like when you're doing homeschooling with a 4 and 6 year old, it's hard to do a 9 to 5. You can't be like, hey, hold on, 4 year old Ella, like I got to go take the Zoom call, right? Like kids are kids like you have to I need to pay attention to them when I'm doing a when they're doing homeschooling, right? They require a lot of attention. So I really love that fact about Epicure. And there's lots of different reasons why people join. Like that flexibility is a huge thing. To be able to work around it your own schedule. Like I know on our team we have someone who is a hairdresser, and they same thing with the lockdowns that they couldn't work for a while. And I think she just recently went back to work because her area opened up where she lives and she can cut hair again. But she's had Epicure as an opportunity where she could just work a lot more of the business, still have some funding coming in. And it was kind of another revenue stream of income in addition to her other business. We have someone else on the team who is a accountant, and she's like the super busy right now. Like this is her like Super Bowl prime time busy time. Everyone's doing their accounting right now, but she loves the business because she likes to eat, and she has in her day job, like she said, accounting is not that fun sometimes. It's pretty serious, so she likes that she can do a cooking class or a Zoom class with her friends, relax, eat a good meal, have some wine, have some good laughs with her friends. So it's something flexible for her. And then she also has a parent that is a senior that she helps take care of and cook for. So Epicure's been able to be great for her because she can help set them up with the steamer, lots of lots of food, and like have things ready for them, and it's actually helped her life. But the great thing about Epicure for her, it's more fun. Like it's not her main income source because she has her accounting job. So I kind of like that the Epicure can be what it wants to be for you. Like you can work it as a full time job. You can be like the accountant who's just doing it for fun because she just wants to eat and have some wine with her friends. Like there's lots of different ways that Epicure can work for you. And I know if anyone has any other questions, make sure you pop them in here. And then Tina says, unless you've never cooked before, it's not anything you're not already doing. You get paid for it finally. Yes, Tina, that's a great point. So right now, obviously, we're doing our businesses online in the pandemic, um, especially in Canada. I know the rules are very different all over the States and Canada, but everyone's still doing everything online. So, and Tina's right. We're making food, and you're pretty much making your dinner or making chocolate pudding for your kids, or at least that's what I was doing. And then I'm doing things like I'm taking pictures of it, or I did a Instagram reel where I'm showing off the pudding or showing off whatever I'm cooking. And then same with the cooking classes, you're just showing people pretty much what you're eating for dinner, and then you get to share it with people. So um, it's a great opportunity. So I also wanted to show you a few things that are in the business kit as well. The business kit is $125 Canadian plus shipping, and in the US it's $99 as well as shipping. So make sure you talk to the person that introduced you. They can give you all the business details of how to sign up. But I'm going to show you some of the things that are in it because it's an amazing value, and it's a great kit. Like I like it because it's all food. Okay, so one thing you're gonna get in the business kit and the opportunity is you're gonna get catalogs. This also lives online too, right? So if if you're like me and you haven't left and you haven't seen anyone, you might not use these. But you might have someone that might want a paper copy. So you will get the catalog in your the catalogs, plural, in your business kit, which is great. Tina says, I've never got to thank you. I've never got to thank you or recognize for my cooking. Epicure celebrates you all the time. That's true. Yeah, I guess if your kids aren't giving you a gold star for cooking them dinner, they just expect it. Carrie says, I've only done my business online. It's so fun, and it's been a huge help to my mom while she's alone right now. Oh, Carrie, that's a good point. Yes, a lot of people are just doing their business online. So I was going to tell you a bit about my story of how I was doing my business all online before. I started in 2019, so that's when people were still doing in-person classes where you go to someone's house, do a fun meal together, and you could sell Epicure that way as a cooking class. But I actually didn't do any of that. I did it pretty much all online in 2019, even when I could see people in person, because I live in downtown Toronto. I don't have a car. I'd have to, like, the one time I did it, I actually took all my stuff on the subway. Like, that was kind of weird. But, like, that's just the life in Toronto. Like, you don't need a car because you're living downtown. You can go walk, you can take public transit. So I was actually doing everything all online anyway. And and I became a leader all online. Not online, but doing my business all online is what I meant. And that's when I dropped a picture in later, or yesterday, of Amelia, the CEO, at my house because she actually came last year to my house for a cooking class. So, and the reason why she reached out is because she was like, how did you do this all online?" So she actually came over to my house. We actually had brunch in downtown Toronto, which now feels wild because no one's having brunch anywhere. So we had brunch, and then I told her about how I do my business all online, and we had a cooking class in person. So that was really fun, and that's the story behind the picture. Also, another random thing I wanted to show you is I have flowers right there. Can you see it? Yeah, the white flowers. Epicure also sends you flowers when you promote someone, or when you become leader, or you move up in the leadership. You also get flowers. I also got flowers for speaking at a Epicure senior director retreat last weekend. So that was a really fun surprise too. So Epicure, back to Tina's point, does give you tons of recognition with lots of different things. Like I feel like people are always getting recognized for the amazing things they're doing. It whenever it's like hosting their first cooking class or a big promotion. Like there's lots of fun things. Another thing I wanted to tell you about is the friendship angle of direct sales and Epicure. I know that sounds kind of a where were they going with this? So I know when people join sometimes direct sales, you're not thinking about it as a friendship thing, but you start to make lots of relationships with other consultants in your team. And I feel like it's such a great aspect of the direct sales business. Like I know when I first started in direct sales, it's really hard because like when I was on mat leave with my two kids in Canada, you get a full like a year you can take. So I remember being like bored at home with my kids. Like I love my kids, but like, and you're making small talk with parents or other people about, I don't know, diaper changes or like what my kid's eating, and you're like, oh my gosh, if I hear Paw Patrol one more time, like I'm gonna poke myself in the eyes, right? So I really liked the aspect of direct sales is that I got to make friends with the community. Like I have lots of Epicure friends and the team that I talk to on a regular basis, and I feel like I'm really glad I have this because I probably wouldn't have any human contact with anyone else. But I'm really glad I have this awesome team that I talk to on a regular basis. Like I was just on a call with Amelia in the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. Epicure has a diversity and inclusion committee to help make sure Epicure is diverse and anyways, and we were on the call, and I can't remember what someone said, but I was laughing so hard that we were crying. Like, it's such a great aspect of direct sales that I didn't realize I would love so much is the friendship thing. So there's so many different reasons to join Epicure. Okay. Linda says, you deserve recognition for outstanding work you do. Oh, thanks, Linda. Carrie says, there's tons of recognition. And Denise says she loves the community. Tina says, not to mention, we're all here for each other, and we're not leaving each other once they're sponsored. Yes, that's true, Tina. Yeah, you're going to have lots of support from our team. If you're watching this, we have a really, really strong team and a really strong global team of like, you're going to have leaders and other people helping you all the time. We have training all the time, so you're never, ever alone. Oh yeah, I was showing you the kit. Then I got distracted reading the comments. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few more other things in the business kit. You're going to get lots of resources. We're going to make sure you're set up. So if you want to you know, whatever your business goals are. If you want to make $100 to pay a phone bill, you want to pay for, I know someone's paying for a kitchen reno, whatever your goals are. If you want to, I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. What you guys can tell me what your goals are. You're gonna have lots and lots of support. So there's a bunch of different things you're gonna get in the business kit. This is a you guys everyone know what I was gonna say. You know what this is? So this is a lemon, 2-in-1 citrus press. So it's the lemon and lime. Then you can put the lime in or lemon and then squeeze it. And this is one of those things that's like, oh, this thing's amazing. Like, you're never going to get seeds in your eyes ever again. Not that you ever are, but this is one of the amazing things you're going to get in the business kit. Stacy says, the support and training of this team's amazing. Oh, yay, Stacy. I'm glad. Yeah, so Stacy is also brand new and just started recently, and she's been rocking your business. And that's a good sign that you feel supported. I think you really need to do a segment on being inclusive and consults. Okay, Crystal. Yeah, Crystal, we'll definitely chat. I'll tell you more about that as well. So I'm going to show you a few more items. One of the other things you're going to get in the business kit is the Good Food Real Fast Mexican Meal Kit. And this is actually the first thing I've ever tried was this one. And the fajita mix. So Epicure is made in the products we're in Canada and the US. And if you're in the US, it ships from Utah. If you're in Canada, it ships from Victoria. And all their spices are gluten-free, nut-free. So I don't know why I'm sniffing it. I'm like, you guys can't sniff it over there. Over the live here. So this is what it looks like. So it kind of comes like this, and then there's instructions on the side. And this is actually, you don't have to carry inventory, zero inventory. Everything's shipping from there. So everything I'm showing you is like my actual food that I'm eating on a regular basis. So this is the fajita mix, and you can see on the side, this one's kosher, gluten-free, non-GMO. And then it gives you instructions of how to make it. And there's so much variety. Like you can do chicken, you can do beef. There's so many different ways you can use this mix, and we have all the recipes on our website, and we have lots of ideas for you and your customers if you need product ideas. Okay, so that's the fajita mix. That's one of the things you're gonna get in the business kit. This one's the guacamole, also part of the business kit. So again, this is what it looks like, and then you can add. This one's so ridiculously easy to make. So it uses avocados, dip mix, and lime juice, and that's it. Like, it's so easy to make. Like, I honestly think just buy the business kit. Like, even if you decide like I don't want to do this as business, you're just gonna get amazing food. So guacamole, also one of the items in here. Evelyn says it's not just a fantastic food and possibility. The blessings of our Epicure family never stop. Oh, Evelyn, that's so nice. Yeah, you said it. Like, okay. Is this? I was like, I just pulled a butter chicken. I'm like, I hope this one's in the business kit. So I think butter chicken is one of them. So these are our meal solutions. You're gonna get a bunch of the meal solutions in the business kit as well, and they come like this, like they're a spice or powder if you've never seen it. But you just have to add the fresh ingredients. So it tells you on the back how to make it, and the great thing is you can customize it. Like it uses coconut milk, crushed tomatoes. You can use chicken. Obviously, if you don't eat chicken, you can substitute it for lentils or tofu or something else. And then also adds Greek yogurt. I like to do things dairy free, so I never add the Greek yogurt. So there's lots of variations of it, and it comes like this. Okay, so a few more things in here. My magical steamer. Let me grab it. So Epicure has spices, cookware, and meal solutions. So, and this is my personal steamer that I use, and this is food grade silicone. It can go in the microwave. It can go in the oven. This thing's like magic. This is one of those things you can make oatmeal, you can make the fajitas I showed you, you can make popcorn, you name it. Like, you can, I know people have been cooking. One of my team members just cooked a whole chicken I think today she cooked her whole like a whole roast chicken in here in the microwave, which is fantastic. So I think like it's this thing's, and it's such a great value too. I think I want to say this is $50 Canadian if you were to buy it retail. Someone can correct me. One of the consultants on there correct me, but it's in your business kit, so it's a great value. You're going to get a lot of things. Ashley says, my goal is to buy my first car, beautiful house with a pool, and my first iPhone, and a gift for my grandma and laptop. Awesome. And recording set because I want to be a rapper. Ashley, that's so cool. I can't wait to, oh my goodness. That sounds amazing. Ashley, you're going to have to show us this video. I can't wait to see it. That sounds awesome. Okay, a few other things in the business kit I wanted to show you. I'm not showing you everything in it. We can drop in all the info of what's in the kit, and definitely talk to the person that signed you, that brought you in here. Okay, so chocolate pudding is another item that's in here in the business kit. So this is what it looks like again. This one is so easy to make. You can whip this up with milk, oat milk or soy milk or whatever you want to use. And then you just whisk it and put it in the fridge for 10 minutes. And then you have this amazing chocolate pudding. And the great thing about our products is there's no weird stuff. There's no like weird additives. You know what's in here. It's just like coconut palm sugar, tapioca, cocoa powder, sea salt. Everything is so easy to make. So I love I love how easy the food is. Okay, Ashley says she has a lot of goals. Yeah, Ashley, that's awesome. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. So let me know if you have any. I've been talking for like 20 minutes now, so I'll see if anyone else has any questions about the Epicure Opportunity. I hope that was a good intro and just told you a bit about me and how much I love Epicure, and I'm so glad to be able to share it with you on this live. And we have such an incredible team. I'm really, really proud of everyone and all the work they're doing. And some people only do like you can work Epicure around your life. Like if you only have a few hours in a week to do it, you can do it. If you want to do it 40 hours a week, you can. But if you only have like an hour a week or 2 hours, you can still have a successful business. No weird stuff, Linda says. Yes. I'm sure Linda would describe it better than me as no weird stuff. Okay, I'll give it another second to see if there's any questions. Um, but I hope that helped. And yeah, drop your questions in. Send me a message if you think of anything else later. You don't want to put it in the live. But we would love to have you here. And okay, I'll give it one more minute. It keeps saying Linda Brown is watching. I'm glad, Linda. I think it's just Facebook. Emily wants to know would love to know more about your online approach even before COVID. Yeah, so we have lots of training in our group. So there's definitely different ways to work the business. There's two ways really to make, or the main way I should say, to make money in Epicure is to have online cooking classes. And it's pretty much taking your offline approach of instead of going to someone's house, inviting your friends, you're just doing the same thing virtually. And the great thing is you could do it anywhere, right? Like it doesn't have to be a local person in Toronto for me. It could be like I'm doing one in Pennsylvania with a bunch of group of people. Like I did one in Wisconsin. It could be anywhere across Canada and the US. So that's the main way we work our businesses, and then also using social media, like sharing your food and sharing the products with everyone. But yeah, if once you become a consultant, Emily, I can't remember if you're a consultant or not, but you can. We have tons and tons of training to help you grow your business online. And then Jessica says, "What a wonderful community of continued support and mentorship." Yeah, we it's an amazing community. Tina says it's so much better, no travel time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to leave the house. You can wear your PJs and still work the business, which I love. Okay, I think that might be it for questions. Thank you so much for attending and watching live. And again, if you're watching the replay, drop hashtag replay in. And we're so glad you're here. And thanks for spending 20 minutes with us. Okay, everyone. Take care. Bye. Oops.